What if next time you stepped out into nature, took a walk, took a hike, explored, you didn't have to search for God at all? Because we're constantly on the pursuit of God, I need answers. God, I need to know you're there. God, I need to know what direction, what decision to make. What if you just simply step into what he has created and he found you? That intense, fully emotional, connective experience that you can't even put into words. And that's exactly what I'm going to be stepping into the end of this month as I begin my travel healing trip, my adventure through New Mexico. And I want to take today to tell you what that really means. But don't worry, I am definitely taking you along the way as I travel that healing trail in New Mexico. So, hey there, welcome to the Comeback Mentor Comeback Conversations. I'm Christy, also known as the Comeback Mentor and founder of Renewed Heart Healing. And what I do is I help women in the trenches of midlife just really find, discover, and move into their divine purpose, divine calling, and fulfill their dreams. And if that sounds good, if that sounds intriguing, then I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join us for this amazing comeback journey. So let's dive into what I want to share with you today. Last year, I took this trip to New Mexico. I mean, it was divinely appointed. I did not know what route I was going to take until 4 days before I left. I knew I was going. I couldn't figure out what route to take. How should I go? And the Lord shared with me the exact route He wanted me to take so purposefully. And it was absolutely not only breathtaking, but fully emotional. I took this trip because I was dealing with a lot of grief and loss. I lost my mother in September of 2024. 6 months later, I lost my dad. I was very, very, very close to my parents. And a huge piece of who I am went on to be with the Lord. And yes, I know exactly where they are. But it doesn't mean there's not a hole still there. And I know God is so good and that He's taking care of me. But there was a hole and I needed help. But I needed to get away from everything that kept reminding me of my parents. Everything that kept reminding me that they were no longer here, that I couldn't pick up the phone and call them. New Mexico happened for a reason. My mother was born in Socorro, New Mexico. I actually was stationed at Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico for about 3 years during my Air Force career. So he was calling me back to heal. He was calling me back to the same roads, the same places, but different places and different routes so that I could heal, so that I could feel. I had become numb, so numb that I was not feeling emotions around people I cared about and cared about me. And that was creating some waves. That was creating some barriers for sure. And I had gotten used to not feeling anymore. Excuse me. So the results of this trip that I took last year was so good, and it was so good to feel again that I have to share, that I have to do this vigil again. And I am taking the same route and I am stopping and vlogging and documenting this whole experience, and I'm bringing you with me because I want you to feel and experience the same type of of healing, of God meeting you, because we're constantly pursuing Him. We're constantly going after Him. We're constantly inviting Him. Well, how about those times that we're just there and He comes to us? How often do we have those experiences? That's what I want to share. So, this is going to be different from anything else I have shared on my channel. And it's actually different than my renewed heart healing sessions that I share with other people. And in those experiences, I guide a connection between God and the receiver. And then we lean in together and we experience what God wants for them: healing, strategy, direction, answers, or just His presence. This is different. I'm not going to be directing or guiding anything. I'm just going to be still in the place that He made, He created. We're going back to Genesis. And I'm going to let Him come for me. And in essence, He's going to come for you. And when that happens, oh my goodness, the emotions, it's so deep, it's so consuming, it's so beautiful. You cannot speak into words. There are not words for that experience. Sorry. Old things can come up. It's amazing how you can feel grief, sadness, loss, um, all of these draining emotions, and the weight of that, but at the same time have the presence of the light, of happiness, of peace. It's a unique ability that God has given us. But in the process, the light continues to push out the darkness so that eventually no darkness exists. This, I'm telling you, is such a beautiful, beautiful experience. You don't necessarily need to take this special trip physically with me to experience this. You can do this and experience this even in your backyard or at the park, where you could be by yourself, anywhere in His creation. You might feel waves of emotions and it may come out. So you might want to make sure you're in a kind of a secluded area, because it is very cathartic to allow Him to come inside and come through you and start pushing that darkness out. And with it comes a verbalization, however that happens. So I am excited to share this experience. We're going to continue to have a build-up. I'm going to share some more goodness with you next week. But in 23 days, I am going to take this into a full-on experience. I'm going to film encounters in the raw. So you'll just have to bear with me, because it's going to be vlog style and we're just going to go with it. So this is going to be the heartbeat of what it means to be renewed, having your heart healed in a renewing and amazing way. And I'm calling this trip Renewed Heart Healing, the vlog, the New Mexico edition. And if you didn't know this fun little fact, New Mexico is known to be a healing state. And I wonder why. We're going to explore that too. So, if this stirred something in your heart, if you feel something, if you are expectant, or if you're curious and you are really looking to have something deeper and more tangible in in His creation, have a connection with Him through His creation, then I would love to have you along for this ride. Drop for me in the comments maybe a word, maybe just an emoji that describes how you're feeling right now. Are you excited? Are you sad? Are you in need of healing? A connection, a friend, a prayer? I'd love to know, and I would love to be able to pray for you, and I'd love to know that you're here. So I look forward to continuing this conversation with you. And as always, renew your heart and ignite your comeback. Have a blessed rest of your week, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.